Someone made a comment that I shouldn't like suck my beer in anymore, so it sounds like
Is that the bong noise? That
yeah, the
was
bong
mentioning?
noise. Yeah, they were saying.
I thought that was cool.
I thought it was
I think
funny.
we should start with a bong noise.
I think a real bong noise.
Yeah, I was listening.
Just kidding, work. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
Yeah,
This podcast's going to go a different way.
Yeah, you didn't know. All right, so it's Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
I don't even know what day it is.
I don't even know.
Dude, today has been.
I'm on
awful this week.
vacation.
You're on
so
vacation.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I love when you go on vacation and you can't remember what day it is, because that is the best feeling. Like when you just can let go.
You know what's hilarious is like we all go to San Diego for vacation.
Yeah, and you came
and
here.
you came to Tucson. So why come to Tucson for vacation?
My wife's family has roots out here.
Oh, right on.
She
That's cool.
wanted the kids to see Tucson.
You got to go riding. I heard about
I
that.
did go riding also. Yeah,
With
that was fun.
Homegrown. Shout
yeah,
out to Homegrown.
Yeah, you went with Matt, right? You guys went up to the 50 year.
Yeah.
Did you do upper 52 or?
Yeah, we did upper 52.
What'd you think? Did you clear everything?
No. Not the uphills.
Okay.
Oh, the
But
uphills
you cleared all the downhills.
Yeah.
There was a couple of rock slabs that we skipped, but the third one we did. And
Right on.
Yeah,
The big long one?
Yeah, he talked me into
Yeah.
doing it, and it
Where
was,
you can't
it was
see the
amazing.
bottom.
Exactly.
But when you
It's-
get there, it's pretty cake.
yeah, it was not that bad.
You
at
get
all.
Scary. It's scary as you're coming up to it, but when
Yeah.
you get to the bottom,
And there was
it's not
one
so
other
bad.
spot where we went. I saw him go up and then down. I was like, I guess I'm going that way.
Yeah.
And I went up this thing, and then it was too late to not go down, but it was gnarly.
Yeah. Is it the one with the crack in the middle of it, and you have to kind of almost go?
I just
right-
closed my eyes and went, no.
I know that's not true because of what you do for a job.
I was about to say that I do that all the time.
I think if I had stopped and looked at it, I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. But
Yeah.
since I was already in it, I tend to ride below my skill level. Like my
Okay.
confidence
you
levels.
don't push it.
No, I'm a dad. I'm 45. I've been hurt really
Yeah.
bad a few
Yeah.
times on
Yeah.
the bike. And I'm just like,
Ride today, walk tomorrow. Or walk today, ride
I'm
tomorrow.
pretty conservative on the bike.
Right.
I could do more than I do. And
You don't ride on the edge anymore.
I try not to. The place I really let loose is on my home trails. Like
Right.
we said,
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Like I've done that trail 250 times.
Oh my god.
And I'm
That's Black Mountain, right?
yeah, Black Mountain.
yeah.
So there's like Black
Done
Mountain
3.
Rob. Yeah, there's like Black Mountain Rob where I'm just like my friends that are way faster than me on Black Mountain let me go first.
But that's your
That's
home.
cool.
That's your home
That's my
course,
home.
right?
But it's
Yeah.
like I'm also that kind of person where I like doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I like a trail more the more I do it.
Yeah.
And I'm maybe why I've been selling glasses since 1996. Like I find something and I just
And you kinda
I just
memorize
stick with it. Yeah, I have the trail. I mean, we joke that I know every rock on Black Mountain, and the rock will move, and I'll be like, "That wasn't there yesterday."
I told you I wrote in paper that we're best friends.
Yes,
right?
I saw that, yeah.
Because that's what downhillers do. Like we memorize the course. We know
Right.
every single rock, and we learn everything about that trail, and we'll even walk it to learn it.
Right.
And we do better as the more we know. Free riders can go do a trail with never seeing it. And those guys are truly hardcore. There used to be races where they wouldn't tell you where they are. You'd load up in a truck. This is in California a
Yeah.
lot. And you'd go basically in this truck, and they would take you to a trail that you didn't know, and then
Completely blind.
Completely blind.
First
kind of
one
a
down
level
was-
field. I mean,
Yeah.
levels it off. a
It
little bit,
does,
yeah.
but the guys with the biggest balls win.
Wasn't
you
it
know?
a lot of enduro like that too? That it was
That's
like
kind of-
they wouldn't announce it until a couple days
Yes.
before. So
yeah.
that you
In fact,
couldn't-
the race series I do in Nevada, they don't announce it until a few days, so you can't practice.
Yeah, there's one in Temecula, and
Yeah.
they switch it up all the time.
Yeah, so
you
you're
only
always
find
guessing.
out- Yeah, you can practice like the day before, but not weeks in advance.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Because a lot of people come from out of town, so it's kind of not fair if the locals.
The home-
but
home
they're
course.
still locals.
Yeah,
so
they still know the
They know
course.
all those trails. Yeah. Well, if we started, I think we're supposed to start with a dad joke.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
you
And
totally
I
screwed it up.
I came prepared.
yeah, so
okay,
go
good.
go for it.
Okay,
Go for it.
so what's the difference between a well-dressed unicyclist and a poorly dressed bicyclist?
A well-dressed unicyclist and a poorly dressed cyclist.
Yeah,
I don't know.
a tire.
That's good. That's
I like
actually really good. I like
like
that
it.
one.
Did you guys? I haven't heard every
haven't
episode,
heard-
so I wasn't sure if that was
No, we
a
haven't done-
repeat or not.
So I think I went and looked at. The only reason it seems familiar is I looked at a bunch to prepare for the podcast.
Yeah,
And
I did the
think
same
I read
thing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I read it. Other than that, I don't think we've done
No,
it.
I
I
haven't
took
done it either.
screenshots. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
this is the one.
I'm awful with jokes. Like I forget them all the
Yeah.
time. All the time. I get really excited and I get everybody excited and I'm going to tell you this joke and then I can't remember it or just totally mess it up. So
So
I'm
it's
awful.
pretty interesting how we got hooked up.
Yes.
Right. So
Yeah.
so we did the episode with Susie. who is the executive director of SDBMA.
No, SDMBA.
SDMBA.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to,
That's
because
okay.
we have an SDMB here.
Yes.
That's the only reason I
Sonoran
know it.
Desert.
So
I saw a sign up there.
Yeah.
we have jerseys. I should have got you a jersey because then you take it back, nobody would know.
Yeah, they'd be like, you're missing the A.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's
And
a
why is
misprint.
there
It's a
cactus
misprint.
on your jersey?
Saguaros.
Saguaros, yeah, saguaro cactus. But you shot me an email.
Yes.
And you said, hey, I'm coming to Tucson. I talked to Susie, said, who the hell can help me in Tucson? And
Yeah.
you're like, you want to ride? And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I want to ride, but I couldn't work it out with work. It sucks. But I'm like, hey, talk to Tara at Homegrown from another one of our episodes.
Yep.
And then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, if you're going to be here, you have an interesting company that you run. Do you want to come on and talk about it? And if the timing works out, it'd be cool. And you said, yeah. And then you came here and got a bike fit and bought some new brakes for
the podcast works because I was listening to the bike fit episode with Tyler.
Yeah.
And I'm prepping for this. Actually, Stimba puts on a long ride, a once a year ride, a archipelago ride. And SportRX is the title sponsor.
Okay.
And it's there's two versions. There's a long and a short, full and a half. The full's 48 miles, 4,500 feet of climbing. It changes every year a little bit.
Is that the one that connects multiple trails?
That's
like
the whole
almost
idea.
all the trails in San Diego
it connects
or something?
a bunch of trails. So, and then this year they changed the course completely. But I did it in 2019. I did the full in 2019. I've done the half, I think a year or two ago. But I'm training to do the full again. And I just got a new bike and the bike fit thing. And I was like, I used to be a roadie, so bike fit on a road bike I knew all about. But on a mountain bike, it's like, you slap it together and you just the seat goes a certain height.
You got to tighten it there, buddy.
I was drooping.
Yep. Dane's getting limp over there.
You need some nitrogen in your seat post.
So we forgot to introduce Rob.
Rob. Yeah. So you want to
Yes.
introduce yourself,
Yeah.
my friend?
So
Sure. I'm Rob Tavakoli. I'm the CEO of SportRX and a pretty avid mountain biker and used to be a roadie. Don't hold it against me.
oh, it's good. It's a bicyclist.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He came back, a bicyclist. He came back to us in 2016.
Yeah, I was mountain biking in like the early 2000s, and then I took a long break from all bikes. Then I got into commuting, and then commuting turned into road biking, and then I was on a road bike for 10 years, a lot.
yeah.
Right.
And then I got the mountain bike itch again. I put mountain bike tires on my old giant hardtail and did a couple of rides and just fell in love with it. Yeah.
That's
and then
very cool.
Then I got a full suspension Trek, and then it's been, a long several bikes since then. But yeah, I'm addicted. I love it. It's,
Which Trek did you get?
I had a Fuel EX. It was
Okay.
a really weird one because it was 27 and a half.
Yep.
I
didn't
think
even know
was
they
a
made that in the 27 and a half.
2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it had a dual chain ring still. It was like right when things were changing.
Yeah. I had one too. And that bike, I feel like that bike changed a lot of people. It was a good bike.
Yeah.
I was working at Trek at the time and it was a good bike.
Then I got a Remedy.
Yep. I got a Remedy too.
And then
Couldn't fit the Remedy. So
yeah, I never got along with the Remedy that well. Then I got a Pivot 429 and my life changed.
yes.
And I was like, it was a 29er. It fit me way better.
Was that your first 29er?
That was my first 29er and my first pivot. And I will only ride 29ers and I will only ride pivots.
Yeah, I got it. I was going to say, you mentioned you came in for a bike fit and you got a new bike, and I was going to ask you which bike. So which bike?
I just got the brand new 2024 Pivot Switchblade.
Yes.
What do you think about it? Did you have so you didn't have a Switchblade before?
I've had a Switchblade before.
Okay, so this has got a pretty significant like geo change this year.
Yeah, it's more subtle.
Okay.
The big thing this year is the limited edition 35th anniversary.
the hot
right.
pink.
And that's
The Talon.
Yeah, the Talon. It's sexy. We got one sitting on the floor behind me, and it's pretty awesome. The new geometry is significant enough for them to change it,
Right.
but not enough to make a change in the name or change the style of bike.
But I mean, they went more slack, right?
Yep,
I mean, that's kind of like
Yep, yeah. They shorten the big thing that they're doing, and they're probably going to carry this forward. If I'm pretty sure they'll do this, is they're starting to do size specific stays.
yes,
And that's becoming a trend where they change the stay depending on the bike. And I think that's going to be great because you don't have like this huge long stay on an extra small or this tiny little stay on an extra large.
like what other companies are doing that right now? Do you know of any?
Oh God. Quiz. I don't remember which other ones are
But it's not commonplace.
It's not. I know of at least 2 other ones. I just can't remember who they are.
Right. It'll come to you later on.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be a competitor. If it's somebody we carried, I'd probably know better. But
We're not going to
But
mention it.
since it's not something you carry, it's not worth talking about.
Well, a tangent. Okay, we go down rabbit holes.
He's listened to a few podcasts.
So,
he knows about the tangents.
I miss Interbike.
So do I.
And I miss it because as an industry person, I got to go ride the bikes we're going to sell and tell people from a firsthand experience.
Yeah.
But I also got to ride the competition. And so when a customer came to me and said, "Hey, Dane, I'm looking at a bike and I'm looking at," I'll give you an example, Transition. I rode Transition as one of the last bikes I rode at Outer Bike,
right.
Interbike Dirt Demo. Sorry, because Outer Bike's a different thing.
Yep.
Dirt Demo, and I'm riding at Bootleg Canyon. They had one of the last ones. The last one was at North Star in Nevada.
The last one, one wasn't in Vegas, right?
No,
it was in Reno or whatever.
But I'm riding this Transition. Great bike, by the way. But I was pedal striking like crazy, and they have a low bottom bracket and they're known for that. And I came back into the pits and I told him, I liked it, but pedal striking. He goes, "Oh man, it's just too rocky here. You probably won't have that issue where you're from."
Like, wait a minute.
Little did he know.
Little did he know that our terrain is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So you're the first person I know from outside of Arizona that has a pivot. And I know that like the pivots are awesome here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like Jeff Kendall-Weed, I was watching, and he's working like Jensen selling pivots now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's sponsored by them.
I saw his video with the SL.
Yeah. So he had the SL, and then he did a couple on the Switchblade
Did a
as well.
Firebird a while ago too.
Firebird as well. Yep. He came out here and rode it and said he loves it here, but that he had to put like for where he's up in the Pacific Northwest, he had to put
stuff. Yeah.
He had to put like an angle adjust on it to like to change the
slack it out a little bit more.
Yeah. To make it match those steep trails.
Yeah.
So you're in San Diego.
Yes.
It's pretty steep there, isn't it?
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
But you
down.
love the Switchblade.
I love the Switchblade. I've had the 429. I have a Firebird still, and I just feel like I always wanted to grab the Switchblade. Like it was always the right bike. And I know it's like, well, if you have that's the idea of the Switchblade is you have one bike and it works kind of for everything.
Yeah.
But I still found a lot of times the Firebird felt a little too big. The 429 felt a little too small. The Switchblade, it just
works.
It just works great. I still have my Firebird. I'm keeping it as my park bike.
Yeah.
And mainly also to just keep my Switchblade running because I break things a lot.
Yeah.
So I always have to have 2 bikes. Yeah. And then
only 2.
And now I have a third e-bike. And I have another bike that's for sale. So that one doesn't count. Like that's out of the stable.
Yeah.
So I keep 3 bikes in rotation, and that's kind of my
That's respectable.
What e-bike did you get?
I had this not the Switchblade, sorry. I had the LT, the
Shuttle?
Long Travel Shuttle LT, which was basically like a electrified Firebird.
Okay.
And then that's for sale. And I have the new AM. I just got the new AM a few months ago.
And you like it?
It's before I got this Switchblade, it was the funnest bike I've ever ridden in my life. It's the coolest bike I've ever ridden.
Ironically, the AM and the Switchblade are almost identical geo.
I think they were just, that's just my geo.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So you found it.
So I found it. Yeah. And no, that AM, that e-bike is so fun. It's almost too fun. I was riding e-bikes mostly for about a year, and this Archipelago ride has reminded me to ride a pedal bike. And I've been pedaling a lot.
Because you're not going to be able to ride an e-bike in that Archipelago, right?
You can, but I don't think you can make a battery last that long. Maybe if you go on the app and boost down the eco as low as it'll go and leave it in eco, but that's not the point. To me, that Archipelago ride is type 2 fun.
Yeah.
It's like, can you make it?
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of road centuries and a lot of big rides, and I just like that idea of challenging myself and seeing if I could make it.
Right.
That's just pain management, really, at a certain point. I don't really have a stop button or an off. Like I just go.
Yeah.
So I go slow, but I'll go forever. I don't really give up on anything ever. Like you just keep
it going.
I can't.
So this
stop.
podcast is going to last for like 6 hours.
Well, I was worried about that because
Dane likes to talk.
Long-winded.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I'm long-winded. We barely. I mean, we
half
said
the
my name
podcast
10 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah.
So
I walked in the door when he was getting fit with Tyler, and I'm like, "What's up, Rob?"
I was here from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. with a lunch break. Me and Tyler went on lunch.
Yeah.
And then I came right back. So my vacation day today has been about
Guru Bikes.
Guru Bikes, and
we have the comfy chairs.
It might be the best day of the vacation.
That's good.
Yeah, I love bike shops, and I knew I was going to love this place just from listening to the podcast. And I'm such a Pivot fan.
Yeah.
But this place is really, really unique and fun and cool. just the square shape of it all and how it's laid out is really cool. Cause some bike shops are like long and thin and like narrow. Some are like triangular, like it's like you almost can't see one side from the other. It's like one big happy open space room. Everybody that works here is like kind of upbeat and positive, which is weird for a bike shop. Right?
That's the vibe.
Why
is that weird?
That's the vibe that
your mechanics are like
friendly,
not mean.
Yeah, we encourage that. I can't figure out why that's so hard to do. Like, because that's a
top down thing. That's how. It's probably how you treat the people that work here, and you treat them with respect. And I'm sure customer service is important to you. And
buy them Oreos.
And if you weren't that way and they knew they can get away with it, maybe they would. And maybe they just know, like at our company, that's not an option. Like, customer is God.
Oh, like, I did research.
Oh, okay, cool.
And one of the biggest things about your company,
SportRX.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I wanted to ask you kind of what you do, because I want to talk about that.
Sure.
But the focus on customer service. Yeah. Now, they're not optometrists that people call
opticians.
Opticians.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a real word? Or did you guys
Optician
make that?
is a real word. In our industry.
I wasn't sure.
No. It's the 3 O's, and there's ophthalmologists, which are medical doctors that will like do eye surgery.
Okay.
We have optometrists that when you go get an eye exam and they give you your prescription and they help you with your contacts, but they can do limited health stuff as well. So they can help with health things, but surgery is going to go to ophthalmologists.
Okay.
Optometrists they go to 4-year school, but they're not MDs.
Okay. And those are who you'd normally go to for eye exams?
Yeah. Like if you go to like Costco and they have an eye exam center, or your local.
Are they diagnosing like eye issues?
They are. And a lot if it's past what they can help with, they'll refer you to an ophthalmologist, but they're usually like the first line of eye health defense.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't want to go get an eye exam every 2 years because like, oh, I can still see great out of my old glasses, but the preventative things that they could find out, and when they look in there, it could really help. Like, so I always recommend going every couple of years. And then there's opticians, which is what we do.
Okay.
And we're the ones that are, it depends on the state, but like legally allowed to make glasses and sell glasses. So like in California, where we're from, somebody has to be certified by ABO.
Oh, that was one of my questions. What is ABO certified?
American Board of Opticianry.
Okay, there we go.
And then you have to be certified to be licensed. And then you have to have a medical license in California to be able to sell eyewear. So I have a medical license from California as a registered spectacle lens dispenser, I believe.
Wow.
That's what it's
so
called.
you run a dispensary.
Yeah. Spectacle. What is it? Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch? Yeah. So
I'm keeping it clean on my end.
Oh, you don't have to.
I haven't made any references because my kids might listen to this.
So rabbit hole.
Right, we'll be careful.
I talked to my daughter. She goes, "Can I listen to it?" And I said, "No, no, you can't." And I go, "It's adult. It's not appropriate." I go, "In a few years, you can listen to it, and it'll still be available, so you can hear how dumb your dad was."
Way back then.
So
what is
clean.
So we dove right into kind of like the
so SportRX.
So what is SportRX?
Yeah.
We specialize in prescription sport eyewear. So we're like really, as far as I know, not a lot of people or places really specifically specialize in this niche of prescription sport eyewear. Now, of course, if you don't have a prescription, we can sell you rad shades.
Right.
And if you want non-sport eyewear, we can make you prescription eyeglasses like you're wearing, or like just driving and everyday, like just cool casual glasses. But what we really specialize in, which is really unique, a lot of people don't do it or don't know a lot about it, is per your sport, per your prescription, per your conditions, we will make you basically the least compromising, right? Like everything's a compromise in the world, but the best possible options for exactly what you're doing. We know what it is, and then we'll make them for you and send them to you.
So Rob, give me some examples of the sports that you guys make eyewear for.
If you're a golfer in Florida and you have an early tee time every Sunday and that sun's like beaming in your eyes, and you wear a progressive, like, all right, what do I do? Like you go to the golf shop, they have sunglasses. They're not going to help you get a prescription. You go to the doctor's office. Even if the guy plays golf, he might not really have a lot of golf eyewear selection.
Right.
So we will talk with you, or hopefully the website will guide you enough. But you can always call and talk to one of our many opticians.
So that's what I was bringing up with this optician is like their customer service is
they're opticians.
That's their goal.
Yeah, they're not.
You call in and they're not just taking an order. You know, you're not just clicking an order. They're actually interviewing you, kind of like Tyler with his fit.
Yeah.
They're figuring out what's best for you, for what you do and how you do it. And I was like really amazed. It's the niche. You've won some awards. Like, I mean, it's great. My little bit of research.
We're really good at it.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So like whatever sport you're is, whatever conditions, whatever your prescription, and you know, we can work with a lot of different budgets too. It doesn't have to be a crazy expensive thing, but, that's what we do. So cycling is huge.
What is the range? What is the range
golf,
from like entry level,
fishing.
like cost wise, like from entry level to
$99 and up?
Yeah, $99. You can get prescription sport eyewear with polycarbonate impact resistant lenses, with a hard case, with a cleaning cloth, free shipping for $99.
Yeah,
that's our in-house brand. That's the beginning
starting point.
Yeah, and then from there you can go up to $800-900. I mean, if you're getting titanium Maui gems with the progressive lens and the greatest, thinnest and lightest, you could probably hit $1,000 if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to.
Tyler's in for those.
Yeah,
he's such a Maui gem guy.
We actually talked Maui gem today. So you know, most people spend way less than $1,000 and a little more than $99, but just depends on the budget. But if you also think about it, golfers, mountain bikers, cyclists, fishermen. These are usually expensive hobbies.
Yeah. So those people have a little bit of
discretionary income.
Prescriptions are usually, I mean, my wife wears glasses. Yeah. She's always had to wear them. I get away with not wearing them. As I get older, I should be.
I just put together your fetish with glasses.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you probably haven't heard this yet, but he's got a fetish. Yeah, honestly.
I find glasses attractive. And of course, my wife wears glasses. Did I tell you that one time she wanted laser surgery?
You told her no.
And I was like, no, you don't need that.
No, it's all good.
Wow, we are going to be friends.
I told you.
I
told you. Except you drive a 2-wheel drive 4Runner, and I'm coping with that right now.
It's really weird that a 4Runner would even be 2-wheel drive.
Right?
Yeah. What is Toyota?
I didn't know they
it's
made
less expensive. It gets better gas mileage, and there's less insurance. And I don't really go off roading, but I know it's kind of a weird thing to have.
It's not a bad thing.
And it's still pretty capable even at 2-wheel drive.
Yeah,
kind of like the Tacoma pre-runners.
Can you lock the rear diff?
No.
Can't lock
okay. But I don't go off roading.
Yeah.
And San Diego weather's pretty good. The trick with the 4Runner is the back window goes down. So you got 4 bikes on there. You want to get something out of the back.
Yes.
You just hit the back window. It goes down and you grab it. Like that's game
good.
changer,
also,
deal breaker.
If you lower the windows, you can get that wah, 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 wah sound.
Yeah.
If you lower the back, it goes away.
Yeah. Have you ever done sunroof open?
I don't have a sunroof.
So I have a sunroof and all 5 windows down and sunroof open. It's basically a convertible.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Okay, so tangents we can talk about.
Yeah.
We go down tangents all the
for
time.
a long time.
Okay, so back to SportRX.
SportRX eyewear. Yeah.
So what is your most popular sport that you guys service?
Cycling.
Cycling.
Is it?
Cycling,
Really? That's cool.
Cycling, road cycling, and then mountain biking is creeping up there slowly but surely as a lot of people are getting more and more into mountain biking.
Yeah, COVID had a big boom, so I'm imagining there's a lot more people.
Yeah.
And that just means there's more people.
I think a lot of people are moving
needs.
off of road and into gravel and into mountain. Maybe you guys, you might see that more than I do.
We're starting to see that a lot. Yeah. The choice of getting a road bike or a gravel bike, it's getting really muddy because you can get one that does both.
Yeah.
And Tucson streets suck. It's like gravel.
Yeah.
You might as well have a gravel bike. And the gravel bikes are super comfortable, capable, and you just run a little bit narrower, smooth tire and you got a road bike.
Yeah.
So we're definitely seeing that.
So all kinds. Motorcycling's always been big for us. Fishing, golfing, ski and snowboard is huge for us.
I noticed the goggles.
Yeah, we make an insert that sits in the goggle. Motocross is also big for that.
Do you just glue it in? Or?
No, it's got tension, so it's like made out of this plastic material that's a little bit flexible. So
this is the actual lens.
Springs.
The lens itself is flexible.
There's like the lenses go into this insert, and this insert kind of has like these arms that come up and down.
So if
they flex and then they go in the goggle,
just kind of spring loaded.
It's kind of spring loaded, but we also have like 7 or 8 different inserts depending on which specific goggle you have.
Yeah.
So to get it really,
so you can still change the lens on the goggle.
You can still interchange your outside shield.
Okay.
So like if you're snowboarding and it's a low light day and you have like anon goggles, they're magnetic and you can switch and release. A lot of times you don't even have to take the insert out. You leave the insert in and then you switch the outside shield. And we put a great anti-fog coating on that. And
that's nice.
That's a game changer for people that have been stuffing their glasses inside of goggles. oh, that's like your life has changed.
Yeah.
And that's really why, I mean, I've been into glasses since I was 9 and I've been selling glasses since I was 17, and being able to that quickly change your perspective on the world. Like you instantly put on glasses and everything looks different.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people rely on their eyeglasses. To me, it's a really special thing to help people see better. Like I'm in it for that.
Yeah.
Like I've always been in it for that. It's really cool. And you really can't have a good day if you're wearing the wrong prescription.
No,
or if you're wearing glasses that don't fit you, if they're too tight or they start falling off constantly.
Yeah.
Like bad glasses pretty much means bad day. And I don't know if good glasses automatically means good day, but it's a great start, right? Like not seeing well, not having a headache, your glasses stay in place. They're doing the right thing at the right time. To be able to help people with that part of their life. And if you wear a strong prescription, like you do, you rely on your glasses.
100%.
And there's some people that their prescription's so strong they can't find their glasses without their glasses.
Yeah,
like, and that's like
my wife's almost there.
Yeah, it's like where am I guiding? So you know, it's an integral part of your life, and you know, I think we can help people have a better life if they can see better, especially while doing the thing that they love. So there's a lot of us, probably everyone listening to this podcast, kind of live and breathe mountain biking, and if you go to a dinner party and you just meet somebody, they're probably going to know what your hobby is pretty quickly. Like those are the people that shop from us. And then if there's 2 mountain bikers at a party, they'll find each other.
Oh my God.
And they'll start talking, right? And so it's like, yeah, we have 9 to 5 jobs. You know, we run businesses or whatever we do and families, but what are we doing late at night? Watching YouTube videos, right? Yeah. And then, you know, training. And why do we go to the gym? So we can ride better.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, during that time, why not see better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you can see better while doing what you love, is that more enjoyable now? I think if you wear the right glasses while you're mountain biking, you probably mountain bike better and be safer and be more comfortable and have a better ride. And if you can have a better ride, do you have a better life? Maybe I'm the chief Kool-Aid pourer. I'm the chief Kool-Aid drinker. But to me, like, and then how do you go faster on a bike? What's the first thing you have to do to go faster on the bike? Look farther up.
Yep.
That's what every coach will tell you. That's what, just look farther up. And if you don't have the right prescription or your lenses are too dark or they're just not the right glasses, you can't see as well. So you can't go as fast. So, you know, I take it really personal. So that's why they call me Sunglass Rob. Like if you cut my arm off, I bleed sunglass tint. I don't have blood in me anymore. Like I've been doing this since 1996.
Wow.
That's awesome.
2/3 of my life.
Yeah. So it said 20 plus years, and I put the plus because again, I did my research by watching your about video.
Yeah.
It said 20 years, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure after reading the rest of the website, I'm like, this is longer than 20 years. Because it was like 90.
Coincidentally, I did not start SportRX. SportRX started in 1996 in San Diego. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley right outside of LA, and I started working at Sunglass Hut after school. Right. Coincidentally in 1996. Yeah. So,
okay. I got a question on the business because as somebody who doesn't wear glasses normally, I'm starting to, and so I was trying to figure out the business, like what it is, what you're doing. So Sunglass Hut is that thing in the mall that we always hung out at. That's where I got my Oakleys, things
I used to work there for 5 years.
Yeah. And they don't do prescriptions so much. Back then anyway. I don't know how it is now, but, so Sunglass Hut is like what I think of. It's like you guys are kind of like an online Sunglass Hut. But then as I read the website more, you're much more than that because you're actually you have your own facility for making lenses. Is that correct?
We have a small in-house facility. We work with a partner lab, and then we also work with like the Maui Gym lab, the Oakley lab, the Costa lab, the Ray-Ban lab. Okay. But we're trying to start making more lenses. Yeah. Like literally in our building.
But you're like you're not just.
But we're designing lenses.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have your own line?
We have our own frame line. Yep. Yeah. Historically, we've had a frame line for years, but it was like lower end. It was open mold where like we didn't design them. You would just like put your name on them. Yep. Yeah. We kind of took those off the website and really rethought about what we wanted to do with the in-house line.
You wanted more of your own heart
we
and soul
designed those in-house. A gentleman named Kevin that's in our office who's like multi-talented. He literally did it on the computer. And then me and another gentleman named Tim worked closely with Kevin and kind of got to help him.
Was Tim by any chance a wizard?
Tim, a wizard. I don't.
Do you get it? Does anybody get that?
No, I don't get it. I don't get it.
The Wizard Tim. All right, you got to be into Monty Python. So
Okay.
there will be 4 people that listen to this that get that joke.
Yeah.
So okay.
I haven't heard anyone mention Monty Python in about 15 years. So.
God, man, we used to have a club, and to get into the club, you would get hit in the face with a fish, which is a Monty Python thing. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. One of the girls that was here today while you were getting fit, she was in here. She's been hit in the face with a fish at one of our club meetings because we used to just hang out, talk about Monty Python. It really turned into what we do here,
which is just sitting around.
BSing. Yeah. But you had to get in, you had to get hit by a fish. And Tyler is the one that hit her. So
You're a multifaceted gentleman.
I told you, we're good friends, right?
This morning when I met you, I didn't think we talking about people getting hit in the face with a fish.
No, Bernice, shout out to Bernice. She was here, and she has been slapped in the face with a fish. Right. So, yeah. And if you're into Monty Python at all, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
These fetishes just keep getting weirder and weirder.
Monty Python is canon. That's not a fetish. Yeah, you gotta.
That's a big deal.
So at the shop here, we do have things that are required. So you have to watch Office Space. If you haven't seen Office Space, you have to go watch it.
Can you expand on that?
Have you seen the movie Office Space? No, so
expand a little.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
Well,
You've seen the movie.
Maybe.
Have you seen the movie, sir?
Maybe you didn't get the memo, and we're going to need you to come in on Saturday.
Yeah. I'll be there.
You go to TPS reports in our last podcast.
I told you, yeah. So there's some things that you just have to do, but that's because we sit around and banter like this all day long. So, okay, back to SportRX.
Glasses. So, our in-house line we started with 3 models. And we've expanded that. I believe we have about 9 models now. And they're actually selling really well. They're growing in popularity. Those are the ones that start at $99.
Yep.
So, it's a value play, but also, I mean,
so I've got the Hucksons.
You got a pair,
I got a pair, yeah.
So
came on Monday.
We did it in a week.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was a week. I think
we usually quote 2 weeks, but you put a little
super fast ultra.
I know. I was hoping you would have them in time, and I would try to get Dane a pair, but he didn't have his prescription.
My prescription's old, and I'll have to tell you later about my eyeglass issues.
Okay, I can help.
They're like
I could be your eyeglass therapist.
Yeah, so I got bifocals for the first time.
I thought you said later.
Okay. Because it's going to take up too much time. But you got to remind me because it is a problem, and I would love your expertise on it.
I will help.
So those are the Hucksons. These are the Hucksons, and I wear Oakley Holbrooks, I wear Tifosi Swanks, and these are pretty similar. I think at least
similar family of type of So those are called 6 base.
Okay.
So full wraparound glasses are like 8 base or more. Your everyday eyeglasses that you're wearing
what is
are
the base?
4 base.
What is the base?
That's the degree of curvature of the lens.
Okay, gotcha.
So 8 base is more wrap.
Okay.
4 base is like what normal everyday eyeglasses are. Those are 4 base. So like when you think of Tour de France sunglasses, those are 8 base, sometimes even 9 base. And when you think of everyday eyeglasses, those are 4 base. But like the most popular Ray-Ban Wayfarer in the world, like just everyday sunglasses are like 6 base.
Okay.
So there's been a trend of sport glasses being less wraparound, but still trying to be as functional as possible. Because the wraparound has some function with the wind and the debris and the size of the lens. But there's been a trend of having glasses look less Lycra-y, if that's a word. And even the Lycra guys are kind of like, it's kind of cool to wear like more casual looking glasses.
Right.
That's like, you're so cool. They don't have to be,
like
the guys that snowboard in jeans, like, you're so cool. Right. Or at the bike park in jeans. So it's that kind of vibe. So these that you're looking at are 6 base. So they don't have a full wrap. They kind of look like everyday shades. But they have a lot of like little secret features that make them really good for sports. And, mountain biking was heavy on my mind when we designed these.
So the nose.
That has a rubberized nose pad. That's kind of a secret. It's not like obvious. And then it has rubberized temple tips. They also, the geometry of the, a lot of people here the geometry of them is they kind of hug you a little bit more than regular eyeglasses would, so they don't fall off when you're sweating.
And not enough to give you a headache though.
That's the hope. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on your head. And we have different shapes and sizes and models.
Right.
So that's the idea with those. And then you actually got, in my opinion, a very special lens that I got to design. That lens, it has that one has a brother. So that lens is called Pedal Perfect.
Oh,
the brother is called Hero Dirt. Hero Dirt, the only difference is the aesthetics. The outside of the lens on the Hero Dirt is rose gold.
Okay.
And the outside of the lens on Pedal Perfect is silver. The reason why I did the silver on yours is because the lab runs silver way more often. And I was in a rush.
You could get them done fast.
Yeah, rose gold, you got to wait for a little bit. And I love the rose gold because I'm a little gaudy and flashy, but not gaudy enough to get the Talon.
The Talon.
Switchblade.
The big Talon.
It's too
The
much.
limited edition 35th
I went with black.
anniversary.
I went with black. So functionally, they're the same. And that lens is photochromatic, so it gets lighter and darker with the sun. This one's more than $99, just as a disclaimer for everybody listening.
So this one changes tint?
That one changes tint.
That's so cool.
So if it's overcast, low light, in the shadows, in the trees, it's like this bright vermilion color.
Yeah.
And then as you are in a sunnier and sunnier condition, San Diego, Arizona, even more is, exposed, not exposed like you're going to fall off a cliff, but there's no trees, right?
Right.
The sun's bright and in your face. They'll darken and they'll just become a darker and darker vermilion. So pretty much they're never too dark and they're never too light, except if you live in like the Pacific Northwest. Clear lenses might be better, or a different lens that we've created might be better. But any kind of like Sedona, St. George, San Diego, Orange County.
Anywhere you're getting lots of sun.
Sun, but you still don't want gray, dark, polarized lenses. That's not right for the bike. So this is like the lens that'll work if it's an overcast day, if it's a sunny day, if you're going to start early. Not good for night riding, in my opinion. Probably would get you by if you got stuck at night, but if you're purposefully going night riding, that lens is too dark. But any kind of regular mountain bike conditions, that lens is perfect, hence Pedal Perfect.
This is one of the things I was thinking about. Let me talk to you about the night riding, because one of the things I was excited about is sometimes I'll go out, after work and it's light, and then I have to cut my ride short if I didn't bring lights or whatever, or change my glasses. And I was kind of excited that I think, if I get a half hour of darkness, I'm not going to die.
No, half hour you'll be fine. Like if you're doing a 24-hour race and you're going to be out there,
probably
at night,
not the best option.
Or like if you have all your lights and you're ready to go for night riding, that's not the first lens I would choose for you.
Yeah.
But if the beauty of that lens is minus night riding, any mountain biking condition you're in, you're good. As long as you're not in in Vermont or Colorado where it's like a lot of canopy.
And so is it the transition from light to dark? It's hard for transition type lenses to do that, right? Like to switch from dark to light, dark to light.
Yeah, there's it's like a chemical reaction with UV light that it does that. But that lens isn't a stock standard transition lens. We dye it a certain color and add the coating to it to like recipe it into that Pedal Perfect
that's
lens.
Your intellectual property.
We call those sport optimized lenses. And if you go on the website and you pick a frame and then you pick that you want SportRX lenses, it'll say, do you want sport optimized lenses based on your sport? And you can give it running, you can give it fishing, you can give it whatever sport,
cool.
About 40 or 50 different sports. And then we have 3 or 4 lenses that we've designed for that sport. That's as well thought out as that is for
whatever
mountain
sport.
biking, but for like we have a 26.2 lens for runners. We have Advantage Clay for tennis players that play on clay. Nice. We have shallow water fishing lens. We have a deep water fishing lens. Like there's nuances. If you want the perfect lens for exactly what you're doing, which is my goal in life, there's nuances even within a sport. So we designed the lens for that. And that's probably my favorite part of that, and shooting YouTube videos is probably like the dessert part of my job. That's like the part that it's like.
Yeah, I noticed you guys have like a little studio in your.
We have several studios. We have a huge. YouTube is a big part of our business. We have like 74,000 subscribers, and
oh wow,
are you doing like tutorials or doing showcasing new product?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
all of that. Reviews.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll do like best cycling glasses, best snow goggles of the year. We'll do best Oakleys, new Oakley release. If there's 2 models that are similar that you're not sure which one you might want to get, in our opinion, or when we hear customers like, should I get this one or this one? We'll do a versus video.
Right.
Sometimes it'll be the same frame in 2 different sizes, or there's like a new version of a Wayfarer and an old version of a Wayfarer, and there's a Wayfarer 2, which is newer than the new Wayfarer. It's weird. So like it gets complicated. So we'll do like a breakdown video.
Yeah.
So this is one of my questions I had for you. Cause I'm wrapping my head around this business and how you do it. Cause I'm retail, but we're brick and mortar. So people come here.
Yeah. We're 99%
online.
Yeah.
And you have a brick and mortar in San Diego.
We do a beautiful showroom in San Diego.
I want to check it out next time I'm there. Is it downtown or?
We're right on the cusp of Pacific Beach. So you don't have to go deal with the Pacific Beach traffic, but it's the same exit. So
I'm gonna have to
it's
check
kind
it
of like
out.
a weird area, like Bayho, Pacific, like PB border.
Yeah.
There's an In and Out in PB, and we're like down the street from it.
We're actually exactly where that's at.
We're actually down the street from. In 2001, I bought my first mountain bike. And that bike shop is on the same street that SportRX is on.
Nice.
And the gentleman, Rob, who sold it to me then.
Carlos?
Yeah,
oh, by the way.
he still works there.
We have to talk about Carlos. So,
why?
Because every episode I promised Carlos we would talk about him.
To make up for the fact that you told him.
No, just to mess
Is that
with
the guy
him.
with the cool spy glasses that's from San Diego?
And so
nice guy.
In one of our episodes, I talked about the smell of Carlos, and it wasn't meant to be a dig on him because he cooks food in the microwave. Right?
So it depends
So
on what
everybody
Carlos
like
eating.
jumped on that, and they were like, "Oh!"
And I turned it into the.
He was a very clean, dapper,
dude.
especially for a bike mechanic.
He's like the farthest away from someone who smells.
The amount of money that he spends on a T-shirt is insane.
He had a look to him,
and he's an industry guy. So he was at Specialized, and he was at Marin. He was at Giant. So he's a cool guy.
He was a very positive bike mechanic.
Yes, yeah. He's our marketing guy. So but he fixes bikes too because we don't marketing all day long. So a lot of our Facebook and. Mostly I'll do Facebook, but he'll do a lot of the Instagram. So, and they keep me from being too old on Instagram because I'm pretty old.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
No, So, we just have to mention him, which we did. So we got
mentioned
that out. So my question was, okay, first thing I wanted to state because I just want to talk. But there you've got tons of brands. So like I noticed you had Tifosi. So we carry Tifosi. I used to sell Oakley. So you got Oakley, you've got Maui Jim, you've got 100%. My cousin worked at 100%.
Yeah,
I was
we
telling you
talked
about
about
that. And so I have a few of those I like. And so like you aren't a brand, you are
we're a retailer of many brands, and we also have our own brand.
And you have your own, which is great.
Kind of like REI-ish.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, here's the question. When I was selling Oakley, I would have a lot of issues with, I got to try them on. I got to see what they look like. How do you do that? Like Asian fit. We actually sold a lot of Asian fit.
We do too.
Yeah. And like so that's not a dig on Asians. That's what Oakley used to call them.
No, a lot of brands call it Asian fit or Omni fit or Universal fit. Basically, it's a low bridge fit is another way of putting it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have a low bridge, not a lot of meat on your nose, which I don't I have the opposite problem. I have a lot of meat on my nose. And then also low cheekbones and just the way that your face
and like
is
getting
shaped.
the distance.
The lenses will, when you have that type of face structure, a lot of sunglasses will not sit on your nose. They'll sit on your cheeks. They're uncomfortable. So brands have figured out,
how do you
ways
tackle
to change that. It's a little interesting because our main business is for sports. So fashion is not as important.
Okay.
And a lot of glasses have adjustability, which is cool. And we have this interesting way of helping every customer. So, most of the orders are done online. About 80% of the orders are done online, but every single order is looked at by a certified optician with a fine tooth comb. And if there's anything we think might go wrong with this order before we started, or it's weird,
get a hold of them.
Yeah. Or like they have a large pupil distance, which generally can mean you have a larger head, and they ordered a small frame, or they told us they're fishermen and they live in Florida and they got like yellow lenses, which, usually want dark polarized lenses.
Just for the reflection.
We'll call them and they're like, no, I do a lot of night fishing with the spotlight or whatever. We'll call, or no, I've tried this frame on, it does fit me. Or, I ordered the small one. I thought I ordered the large, or it was like 2 a.m. Right. Yeah. So every single order gets looked at by an optician.
That's that customer service.
And we try and you get kind of like optical work is art and science just to begin with.
Yeah.
And that's like the art of it and the feel of it. And, you kind of have to graduate to have that job at SportRX to be the web optician is what we call it, that goes through the web orders. And a lot of people we contact and we go, hey, we just want to talk with you. Want to make sure we think this is going to work well for you. And people, that was one of my first jobs when I first got to SportRX. I was like, I'm going to call this person. They placed an order. They don't want to hear from me.
Yeah.
But you'll get this amazing response. Like an optician in San Diego who looked at my order and just wants to make sure it's going to work well.
Yeah.
Selfishly, it helps with our exchange and return rate.
Yeah.
But also that level of service and that level of involvement. We also, that 80-20 rule in retail, 80% of your orders or 20% of your inventory. Ours is like 90-8. So like we sell the same 150 frames all day long.
Yeah.
Even though we carry like 6,000.
Yes. Yeah.
So we intimately know those frames and, can have a discussion with somebody, ask a few questions, or if they ordered online, from the information we get, we try and figure it out, but it's not perfect because you're not trying them on.
Yeah.
So,
so you're understanding if somebody gets it. And,
we have no questions asked really. Like we'll send you a return label, send them back. Then you'll go to a different team that will, work with you and get more involved, and they're really technical, and like those are like
try and troubleshoot.
Crazy experts, right? Yeah. They'll troubleshoot with you and then send you back something, and if you still don't like them, we'll give you all your money back. So you're not, even though they're custom prescription eyewear, and sometimes we get burned, but I don't let a couple of bad apples ruin the barrel because people want the glasses to work. Yeah. We want the glasses to work. So we usually find a solution. So we have a rule at SportRX. If you have to say no to a customer, you have to ask your supervisor for approval. You can't say no. You can't say no on your own.
I like that.
So, and then
that's interesting.
And then it'll go to another, and it eventually will get to me and I will say yes. So they all know that. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want if you have a -12 prescription and you want the most wraparound frame, it optically is not going to work. And we're not going to say no. We're going to say this will work better instead.
Yes.
So they could say no to that kind of.
Yeah, if it's not physically possible.
But if it's like 47 days and we have a 45-day return policy, they all know to do it. Like I did, somebody had him for 8 months, and I was like, give him his money back. Like whatever. No one is allowed to be upset when they talk to us. Yeah. Every rep has a 10 to 100% discount code to use at any time for any reason to make sure that whoever's on the other side of the phone is happy and thinks highly of us, even if we got it wrong. So sometimes, we strive to get nothing wrong, but that's impossible when you're doing custom wraparound prescription eyewear for a sport.
Yeah, it's so custom.
Across the country, right? So eventually something's going to go wrong.
It said on your thing, like you never make the same glasses twice.
We've never made the same thing twice. So it's not so much about not getting it wrong. I mean, we strive to not get it wrong, but it's about what you do when something does go wrong. It's how you take care of it and how you make it right. And a lot of our lifetime customers started because something went wrong. And it's like,
impressed them.
It's like, all right, I get excited. And they're like, why are you excited? I was like, you get to show them who we are. Yeah. This is your opportunity to show what kind of customer service we can give, what kind of company we are. Show them who you are. Like all the regular orders that work out great, awesome. I'm stoked that they do. Yeah. But when something goes wrong is when you can flex that muscle and it's like the Olympics. It's like, this is what we've been training for. Like, it's the Super Bowl. Like, how do we make this right? Like find a creative solution. There's no, like find a way to make it happen.
It's super interesting. I think most like online retailers like that, they have to go up to their supervisor to say yes.
Yeah, no, that's the opposite.
And you do the exact
opposite.
opposite.
We're a very different company. We're a very, very unique company.
That's super. Okay. So I rode with these frames twice.
Oh yeah.
Twice since you sent them. Okay. And first of all, I was super impressed. They fit. I don't know how you picked them or how you figured that out.
But the Huckson's kind of a magical frame.
Okay. So
thank you, Kevin.
Love the Huckson. Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin.
Really, really appreciate it. There's something going on with clarity of the obstacles.
Yeah.
That I can see better. Is there something you can explain there? Is there something with that lens?
I would say possibly. I'd like to know what you were wearing riding before.
Yeah. So
and like
Tifosi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prescription?
Nope. Contacts.
Contacts. Oh. Okay. It could be that your vision is better with glasses than contacts.
Okay.
Especially, I think you have an astigmatism.
Yep.
And your contacts, sometimes if your astigmatism isn't strong enough, they just make your regular power a little stronger to accommodate the astigmatism. Yep. Or you have to wear, if your astigmatism is strong enough, you have to wear contacts that kind of have a weight in them.
Yep.
Because the angle of the astigmatism is the whole thing of the astigmatism.
Yep.
It's at an angle. So
and then they can move.
They can move around, when you're going down.
Yeah,
which is a black diamond rock garden.
If he's using good contacts, and then he puts on sunglasses that are non-prescription that don't have the best optics, can that be?
It could be the optics. Tifosi makes great stuff, especially for the price.
We sell them in the shop. Yeah, they're great.
We've worked really closely with them. I know the owner well.
Yeah,
very nice guy. Not a lot of sunglass companies out of Georgia, so you kind of got to love that too. They're out of Georgia. Yeah, Joe Early is the main guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, him and his wife run it. Like
we do it because of our rep. Honestly, we pick a lot of products because of our reps.
But it could also have been the tint of the lens, like if they were dark, if they were polarized. So they might have not been the right tint. But we made super high quality digital Trivex lenses in your exact prescription with the photochromatic lens that's made for these types of conditions. Like
it was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Like, and then a lot of people don't love contacts, but they only wear them for their sport because they think that's the right move.
Yeah.
And they just don't know they can have awesome prescription sunglasses and they don't have to deal with like, the worst thing to me, it's like at the end of the ride, you shouldn't be thinking about taking your contacts out. You should be thinking about if you're going to have a beer or a Coke or a seltzer, right? Like the contact shouldn't be what gives out before your legs do.
So I will typically wear my glasses throughout the day, like for work or whatever. And then I'll put my contacts in to go ride, probably for that exact reason. Now I feel like I want to take my contacts out before I go ride and put these glasses on.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Well, it's also dry, dusty. You're moving fast, even with super wraparound glasses. The things that contact lenses don't like is dry, windy, dusty, altitude.
Altitude?
Yeah, like the pressure, like it's just
really,
like ski snowboarders. A lot of people don't like contacts with altitude.
Interesting.
That might not be a medical fact. That's just my experience.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So there could be a lot of reasons, but I think the thing, if we want to talk about glasses a little bit, the thing that I see the most that people get wrong is lenses that are too dark. So for sports, what I always say is you want less stop and more pop. That's my kind of cheesy way of saying it's a lighter colored lens, a high contrast colored lens is usually going to be better for a lot of sports. And as much as I love polarized glasses, I don't love polarized glasses for mountain biking.
Why not? Because I do wear polarized glasses when I'm mountain biking.
So that might be also part of what's going on. Especially, this is like not everybody, but polarized glasses can affect depth perception.
Okay.
My experience has shown that people have an astigmatism, even when the astigmatism is corrected, get more of an issue with polarized and depth perception than people that don't. But like companies like Oakley that are so high tuned into sports,
right?
Their golf glasses are not polarized. Their road cycling glasses are not polarized. Their mountain biking glasses are not polarized. Their baseball glasses are not polarized, but their fishing ones are, their driving ones are, their everyday ones are. Like when I drive to the trail, I wear polarized glasses. When I get there, I take my polarized glasses off because polarization cuts out glare. It technically cuts out the horizontal wavelength. So when the sunlight comes down from the sun, it comes in a vertical wavelength. When it bounces off of sand, water, chrome, snow, it vibrates horizontally and vertically. So it causes like a second wavelength. And that vibration is that really harsh glare that you get. Like when you're driving and the sunlight hits the chrome bumper in front of you and you're just like blinded from the glare, polarization cuts out that glare. So it cuts out that horizontal wavelength. There's not a lot of glare when you're mountain biking.
Right.
It's not a lot of glare when you're playing some sports. And that when it cuts out that second wavelength for some people, not everybody, some people don't have this issue as much, get depth perception issues. And if you're going down a rock garden, and you may or may not have depth perception issues, probably pick the one that you're not going to have depth perception issues. Also, a lot of times polarized lenses are darker because polarization is made for brightness protection, glare protection, and for mountain biking, a dark gray lens is not the answer because you're not trying to make everything darker. You're trying to see more. You're trying to get a pop. You're trying to get contrast. You're trying to see the ruts and the rocks and, as much detail as you possibly can, as fast as you can.
Right.
And dark polarized glasses are usually not going to help with that, especially in places where there's a lot of shade on the trail and then sunlight and then shade and then sunlight. Like, even for road cycling, polarized can work well for road cycling. It's a little different of a game, but you still want to get a lens color that's going to give you more vibrance. So like I'm a huge fan of rose lenses, amber lenses, brown lenses, over gray lenses for a lot of sports. But for driving on the way from San Diego to Tucson, I want a dark gray polarized lens. So, but not everybody has 200 pairs of sunglasses. So
is that how many you have?
If you're going to have, I've been doing this a long time. If you're going to have one pair for mountain biking, I think a rose lens that's photochromatic or a vermilion lens that's photochromatic is
the way to go.
Yeah. So I don't know if I answered your question.
No, I think you gave me six. You gave me 6 different reasons potentially, and all of them I can latch onto.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell
but you see better.
I am enjoying my ride more.
This is
awesome.
This is the purpose of my career is to help people have a little bit more fun and feel a little bit more safe when they're doing the things that they work hard, and when they have extra time and money, this is what they choose to go do, or they make the time and money to go ride. My goal is to be there with you, helping you see it a little bit better.
This is exactly like the bike fit. I didn't even know I had a problem.
Yep.
And then I found out, and I've never really thought about my glasses.
I've made friends on the parking lot and on the trail, and I've seen people wearing really high-end, beautiful Persol glasses, polarized, in a $80,000 truck with a $12,000 e-bike, like decked out, everything decked out, like, everything's trick on the bike. And those glasses aren't cheap, but they're the wrong glasses. And I start talking to them, and they're like, I told my doctor I'm a mountain biker. They got me acetate frames with metal hinges and a dark polarized lens.
Poke
and
your eye out.
And I'm like, you want no metal on your face when you're mountain biking. Yeah. This is like a heavy metal hinge on the inside. And then it's a dark polarized lens. And I was like, try these on. And he looked at mine. He was like, all right. He ordered 2 pairs. Saw him again. And he's like, dude, I didn't even know that I wasn't seeing as well as I could be. Yeah. So that's why we have the YouTube channel. We're trying to teach people. We're very much into the education of it. And a lot of people don't know this. And like eye doctors' offices sell eyeglasses all day long. Once in a while, they'll sell sunglasses. Yeah. Sunglass shops don't really work in prescription or work for sports. Bike shops, as much as this is a beautiful bike shop, you don't have a plethora of sunglass eyewear.
No, it's been difficult.
And somebody asked your best salesperson here, can I get my prescription in these Tafosis? You could be like, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. So
we know that
you'll know the answer now.
Yeah, actually, we know that you can. Tafosi has a program too.
You can, yeah.
And we were talking about this with you and Rich. Actually, Benjamin and I were talking about this because we were like, I was explaining what you do to him, and we were talking about what you do. And so, if a customer comes to us and says, "I want some prescription," we can't really help them. It's a program they do direct. So we're not really involved, which I'm okay with because I don't want to be
in the prescription. I
don't want to learn
enough things to figure out.
I don't want to learn that part of the industry. Yeah. And so, really that customer is now going to get a reference from us to either Tafosi or to you.
We actually used to run Tafosi's RX program for them through their website.
Well, and so, I'm listening to us talk tonight and I'm just jazzed on glasses. I want a pair now, and I don't really wear them. And you'll find out later why I don't like my glasses and why I don't wear them very much.
I can fix it. Yeah. If it's fixable.
It's probably, I do have crooked ears. I wrote that down. So I have uneven ears. So that's always caused an issue with sunglasses. So
everybody does, by the way.
Interestingly, my buddies give me a joke because I rarely wear glasses on the trail, sunglasses, even non-prescription.
In the desert,
In the desert, yeah. And I think it's because they don't fit well. And I'm not sure. I've never put a pair of glasses on myself and just been like, oh, I want to keep these on forever. Like it's always a fight to get rid of them, for me. And that's and after
it's
talking
about challenge,
I'm so excited right now.
Challenge issue.
My brain's going.
Well, and talking to you, I'm like, oh, jazz. Now I want, not only just glasses, but prescription so I can see better. Cause I think my night riding has been suffering. And
that's a time when,
and I do aggressive riding. So Bug Springs, we were talking about, that's a trail is pretty aggressive. And we used to do that once a week at night. We would actually get pizza before the trail, leave it in the van in a hot pocket, like one of those insulated things, so that we could go do our run because we would get done at 10 and nobody's open. Yeah. And so then we would hang out in Molino Basin and eat pizza and drink beer or soda or whatever and just have a party.
Mountain bikers, the coolest people.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
they
feel
are super cool.
Yeah.
Tangent on night riding. Yeah. Every time I go on a ride for about 24 hours, I stand a little taller. My chest is out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Things don't bug me as much. Things deflect off me a little bit more, and I'm just kind of happier, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel, sounds weird to say, I just kind of feel cool after I ride my bike.
Yeah.
If I do a night ride, it's for 3 days.
Yeah.
The stoke of like, I'm a,
Yep.
I don't.
Well, yeah, and you tell
kind
people
of a
you ride at
sport,
night,
right? Yeah. So then you're like, but the night riding is like so eerie. And every noise sounds like a bear. Yeah. And it's like,
when you ride, do you ride by yourself?
I will not night ride by myself.
No, I won't either.
I won't either. Me out.
I totally don't do it.
Totally creeps me out.
And the trail's by my house. I don't have to drive to do. And I know every rock on the trail. Like if something moves, I'm like, that moved.
Yeah.
Like I know every
inch of it,
every inch of that mountain. But I still won't do those alone at night because it's just something could go wrong. And if you crash and get hurt and like, it's just,
it's probably really no more dangerous than the day rides, but there's something.
But there's people around during the day.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of because Black Mountain in San Diego is like in the middle of suburbia. So it's like you're not alone usually completely. Yeah, there's other night riders, but if they can, I don't know. I'm
never worried about crashing. I'm creeped out by just people being out there. Isn't that weird?
The people will trick you out more than the mountain lions.
So it's cougars and leopards.
So Star Pass is it's right on the edge of the urban. So you have
urban campers out there?
Well, no, but the parking lot gets pretty seedy and the cars get broken into.
Yeah.
And so I know all the time. And so there's people out there. And so I get a little freaked out about that.
Yeah.
You know? I don't really worry about snakes. I just run them over. I actually like snakes. I don't like the spiders. Did you know that spiders' eyes reflect? So if you look around, you will see spider eyes with your nightlight
in the desert. For sure.
It's crazy. And the wolf spiders.
Lots of them.
We get spider webs on our night rides.
Riding in San Diego, if you're the first one on the trail, you get a face full.
We send Jacob. He's the youngest. The youngest goes first.
You definitely need a Grom to ride in front of you.
Yeah, I think who was it? The guy from Burn Peak. He had like a product that he had developed, which was like a stick that went down in front of your face.
No, it was on the fork, and it was
it on the fork?
Yeah, I saw that. That was I think that was when it was still Seth Spike.
I think it was. That's way back. Yeah.
Who's one of my personal heroes.
Yeah, because here we don't have that. They're on the ground and they creep me out. But in San Diego, man, because I do those 5 a.m. rides.
Yeah.
So we go with our family.
Yeah.
And the way that I get to ride is I do a 5 a.m. to about 8 a.m. ride.
That's all you can do.
And then we go to the beach. And so I'm spending my family time, which I love. But I'm also getting to ride, which I love.
Well, and then you're tired at the beach, which is the best.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
You know, the kids like to bury me in sand anyway.
I'm kind of weird at the beach. I don't know what to do. I love night riding.
Yeah, I think I ride more at night in Arizona just because of the heat. You know, right now we have just this beautiful weather.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you going to ride tomorrow?
Yeah.
If I could find someone to ride with, I don't know. I ride alone a lot, but I have to know the trails a little bit. I get lost I have zero sense of direction.
I may go with you.
I make up for it in charm, and I make friends. You
should take them out to Star Pass.
I do not like
Star Pass isn't too bad. It's
I do
unnecessarily
have a window
bumpy.
in the morning though.
Do you?
And I would do something mellow.
I got to take Turner at 7 a.m. And if I sweet talk the guys, I did get them Oreos. I can come in late.
Yeah, I can leave any time in the morning. I have to be back at the house by 11.
Oh, that actually works. We open at 10, so that's not too bad. Yeah. We'll talk.
Okay.
So,
so I don't know. Do you have more eyewear questions?
Let me see.
Questions?
We talked about ABO.
What are the top?
You guys don't go in order on this podcast. Like we just go on.
It's completely all over the place.
You know, we've gotten actually more of the questions out than we normally do.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
good.
There's less rabbit holes. So you're
keeping us. You're keeping us on.
I'm trying.
I do have. Okay, so what are your top 3 most popular frames for mountain bikes?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oakley Flak.
Yes, I love the Flaks.
2.0 XL, which is our most popular frame.
XL means the lens is farther down.
Yeah, it's funny because
frames are the same.
It's very weird. The nomenclature of names is really weird, but you're right. The Flak XL doesn't mean a bigger Flak, even though the Holbrook XL is a bigger Holbrook all around. The Flak XL used to be called the XLJ, and it was extra large jack. I don't even remember now. But it's just a taller lens.
Okay.
So the Flak 2.0 and the Flak 2.0 XL are the same chassis, just the lens has a different shape and it's a little bit bigger, which most people like. That's kind of more of a sport full wraparound, but it's 2 separate lenses and they're interchangeable. And we actually had the opportunity a few years ago to do a collaboration with Oakley, which they're very that doesn't happen often with Oakley.
It's very rare. That was one of your questions.
It's in my notes.
We have our own color that we can only get at SportRX. It's called matte carbon. It's like a dark gray with like all matte black accents, which I think is the best color in that frame period. But I also helped pick out all those colors.
So you might be a little
along
biased.
with Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah. So that's our best selling frame. The Huckson is actually up there. It's growing quickly. Again, in that gray frame, in the gray color.
I like
really
the look.
What different colors do you have the Huckson in?
Right now, it's only black and gray, but we're expanding it because it's doing so well.
Yeah.
We're thinking about doing like a satin clear.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be super interesting.
I'm kind of personally interested in like a dark burgundy.
Okay.
And then I'm in like a dark blue, like a dark stealth blue.
Limited edition pink.
Maybe lenses, maybe I can do a pink pair for it.
I'm telling you right now, you made limited edition pink ones.
You'll buy one.
Number one, I'll buy one, but half a pivot will buy them.
But back to your mountain bike question.
Yeah, most popular.
There's another Oakley called the Portal X, which is really popular for mountain biking. It's also just a great frame.
What glasses do you mountain bike in?
I've been pretty much exclusive in the Huckson since it's come out.
That says something.
I mean, it says the SportRX logo
something
on it, so I love it. I'm a huge Oakley fan. The first logo that I remember in my entire life was the Oakley logo.
Yeah.
When I was 9 years old.
It's a great logo.
Yeah, my basketball coach rolls up, and this guy was like the coolest guy. He's like 6'4", blonde, blue eyes, drove a lifted Toyota truck like from Back to the Future.
Nice.
His name was Mark, and he he's Zinca on his nose, flipped up base, bike hat.
Yeah.
Like it was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Hypercolor tank top.
Did he have a hip bag?
I don't remember a hip
fanny,
bag. But he rolls up one day and he's wearing these Oakley razor blades with a pink stem.
Oh yeah.
And this guy was like he was my basketball coach. I'm 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
I'm like staring at his glasses like, oh my God.
The next day he comes with a green stem.
Next day he comes with a green stem. Have you heard me tell this story?
I have.
Yeah.
No way.
Next day he comes with a green stem. And I'm like, what? So that original Oakley logo from the 80s was like always imprinted in my brain. And so I'm a huge Oakley fan. I have watches. I have like X medals. I have 3 of the cabinets at my house.
Oh, wow.
My son, I came home one day and my smallest cabinet is on my work stand with all my mountain bike glasses in it because that's like the garage one.
Yeah.
And I come home and it's missing. And I was like, what's going on? And my wife's like, your son wanted your small Oakley cabinet. So I put it in his room. I was like, I can't be mad at that. I love Maui Jim. Maui Jim lenses are just pretty
for mountain biking now.
Not for mountain biking, no.
Because they're more metal frame.
No, they have some sport frames. A lot of people like them for golf. They're really popular for golf. But like my daily sunglasses, I love me some Maui Jim Red Sands.
What makes a good lens? Like what makes you as a lens guy go, this is a good lens? Like, is it the material?
Material can make a difference. There's several types of material, anywhere from glass, CR39, Trivex, polycarbonate. Also the quality of the material, right? Mm-hmm. The optics and how the lenses are tapered. So if in the non-prescription world, when you add a curvature, the curvature bends the light, and bending the light is what optics is. Yeah. So you can bend the light and distort the lens. So one of the magic things with Oakley is they figured out when and where to taper the lens to like basically take out the prism effect that the wraparound gives. So it gives it better optics.
Yeah.
The type of polarization or the type of coatings that they use, the quality of the coating, where they do if they use a polarized film or if it's actually within the lens. Yeah. So a lot of nuances, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude,
I never knew.
I
it's
sold
the same
Oakleys,
thing as like somebody going, I could buy a whole bike for the price of the saddle at your store. It's like
it's kind of like a Walmart bike versus
yeah.
So I sold Oakley, so I got a little bit of what you said because we had to do that, and we always said always sold them on the optics. Put them on, your eyes will relax, your eyes aren't straining, and you don't even know it, until you have them for a while. And driving, I loved driving in my Oakleys. Yeah. So talk about glasses that I would wear a lot were my Oakleys. Yeah, and they did really well.
They were known as the masters of like fit geometry.
Yeah, they also fit better.
The glasses fit really well. The comfort, how long they last, how easy they scratch.
Sticky material.
Unobtainium. The hotter you get and the more you sweat, the stickier and tackier it gets. Yes. Oakley doesn't have a regular word for anything. Like the nose pads are called nose bombs. Everything's got like an interesting, fun. They have a tank on their campus.
Well, so is it still one icon way?
One icon,
yeah. So they were talking about that.
And Jim Gernard, who was the original founder of Oakley, is one of my personal heroes. And he said something that I believe in is everything can and will be made better. Mm-hmm. And, it's just the progression and, bikes keep getting better and sometimes big leaps, sometimes small leaps, but I'm just about I'm just about progress.
The biggest fight we had selling Oakleys was comment that they're just plastic. Why do they cost so much? And you'd have to go into the lens technology and stuff.
mean, and the
but
R&D.
it's hard.
Our bike's just plastic.
Well, so and it's very true. You're exactly right. Once you dig down into the
you're not paying for the worth of the material. You're paying for the hundreds of hours of engineering that went into it.
Today I'm talking to a customer about the Pivot SL, the Shuttle SL.
Yeah.
And it's more expensive than a Specialized, sorry.
And a used Kia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yes, and some cars. But I told them about our tour in the factory and their QC, their laser alignment, their design of the pivots so that they actually, when you tighten and torque the pivots, they don't bind anything. They take up tolerances. This precision. And then I can relate that to our experience in the shop for 10 years selling pivots and having on one hand the amount of warranties.
Have you been to the Pivot Factory up there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah, I've ridden South Mountain.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah. My friend's the president of Pivot. So.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
And geeking out.
Chris or
no? Chris is
Chris is the CEO.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Brian Mason is the president, who I think about a year and a half ago, if I remember,
took over the role.
Yeah, I took over the role, which is about when I became CEO.
Right.
And we've been friends for like 10 years, and our careers have kind of laddered up together at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
So we talk a lot about business and, coworkers and having a team and managing people and finances and cash
all that
flow.
Kind of stuff.
We get each other really well. And I love bikes, and he wears prescription glasses. So
that's
that
awesome.
helps
well.
too. Yeah, we actually met at a party at Interbike.
Nice.
And I tend to like at parties. I mean, I'm not an introvert, so I'm okay at parties in general, but I tend to strike up conversations with people wearing glasses because I know I can take it somewhere. And then he immediately was just the most generous person I've ever known. He just wanted to help me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, for a long time, I was like, is this guy so he introduced me to an editor that he knew that wore prescription. And then that guy did a big review on SportRX.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, so he's just always been so cool and generous and helpful for me. And he's a confident, like if I'm having a problem and I need advice, I'll
call him up and say, hey, how would you deal with this?
Or if I need a new bike, I call him up.
You talked about our team here, and that's how Pivot is. When I go up there, they're like family.
Well, when you talk to the customer service, when you chat, when you call, like whoever might put my order together for me that I talk with, like they're just all super rad. But that's top down. Like if customer service and positive attitude is important to the leaders of the company, then it can trickle down. You might not always, but it's when you go somewhere and you're getting amazing service, there's a reason why. It's not they might have one or two outliers that are just, it's in their personality, but they usually won't work at a place that doesn't support that type of personality. Right. But back to SportRX, you have to be that way at SportRX. Like I said, I don't like offend, I don't want to make it about religion, but I literally say customer is God, because if the customer doesn't exist, we don't exist. Yeah. We exist because the customer exists. So to me, it's like, wow. Okay. So
that's your most valuable asset.
Yeah. So like if you have a customer service person who is like, just got off a call with somebody whose glasses didn't go well, and the person was upset because they were wanted to use them for something, and rightfully so, we messed up. And I'm like, listen, we sell enough glasses that enough of them go wrong that we need one more person to help when something might go wrong. So just be stoked. Because not be stoked that something went wrong ever, but that's why we're here. We get to help them. Like we get to help them, not that we have to help them. Like it's an honor to me it's a medical good at the end of the day. Yeah. So to me, it's like an honor to help people see better. And when we mess up, we got to fix it. And being positive about it is really, really important.
I think that ethos is a good way for us to wrap up, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, hey, man, do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
Life is better when you see better.
Oh, that's great.
And I think so.
Is that your tagline for SportRX?
No, I don't think it is. For a long time I've said helping people see better while doing what they love. Yeah, that's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But I think if you can see better, if you can enjoy your sport a little bit more, if you could be a little bit safer, if you could be a little bit more comfortable, if your contacts aren't bothering you, or if you just choose not to see, we can find a better solution. There is a better solution. We know what it is. We guarantee it. give us a shot. And also, I love this shop, and I'm so glad. And I'm really glad I got to find your podcast through that weird way through Susie.
Yeah.
Because I've been listening, and it's really good, and it's helpful, and your guys' banter is good, and you don't talk over each other, and the quality of the audio is good, and it feels small enough that it's not like this big company production.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like I kind of knew you guys a little.
Like
it was cool.
grassroots.
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
cool grassroots podcast, and I think it's working because I think somebody came in here while I was getting a bike fit because of the podcast to talk about bike fits.
Yeah.
So, and that guy's having like major problems with his feet.
Yeah.
And I think Tyler fixed it in like 20 minutes
Oh, that's awesome.
without even doing a full bike fit. So like maybe one rider now is more comfortable when they ride because of your podcast.
If you can help one
that's
person,
pretty rad.
Yeah.
if you can help one person,
That's
it's worth it,
kinda rad.
right?
Yeah.
That's the truth. I mean, I think we all do stuff that we love.
Yeah.
And we want to have people come along with us.
Yeah, it's
you know,
fun.
like Tyler said, he goes, the best feeling in the world is making people just love what they're doing. So,
Yeah.
and you're doing that too.
I think so. I hope so. Well, let's go get some Thai food.
Rob,
Yeah,
thanks a
heck
lot,
yeah.
man. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? This is Josh from the Mountain Cog Podcast. You got questions, comments, or feedback? Well, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. You can send it to mountaincog@gmail.com. Digging the show? There's a couple things you could do to help us out. First, you could tell your friends about Mountain Cog. And also, it would be great if you'd give us a good rating and review over at Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen. We appreciate y'all. Go ride and keep the rubber side down.